Alright, hey you guys, it's Hikaru. I'm back again. I assume the sound is good this time. If it's not good, you guys should let me know before I dive right in and start playing. But I was testing a little bit earlier, so I assume that it should be fine. If it's not fine, well, one of you guys will tell me in the chat, obviously. So let's see who's going to show up here. So I'll just wait a few seconds for you guys. Just figure this out. So do I sound good or not? Let's see if finally I figure it out. Okay, good. I do sound good. So today I'm probably going to listen to some music while I play. So just give me 1 second. All right, awesome. Okay, so I think today I'm going to try and break Magnus's what's he 3047 or something at Blitz. So let me see what I can do. Just give me 1 second. Let me put some music on and start rocking and rolling. Ba-dum. Let's see. So okay, so I'll start with playing this guy Sargsyan. So I'm going to play standard, maybe Rogozin, something a little bit different. So bishop g5, h6, probably takes queen b3, play c5. e3, knight c6, probably bishop b5 or dc5. Forget exactly how this line goes, but maybe d4? Okay, I'll try d4 here. Try something a little bit unusual. Try to make it a bit messy. Probably he'll take with the knight. Maybe he'll take with the pawn. So bishop b5, I could take. Let's see. So bishop b5. So if I takes, rook b1. Well, I don't have a choice. I kind of have to start moving anyway. So it's going to take on b4. I'll take on b2. Rook b1. Now I've got queen g6 here maybe, but then he's going to castle bishop h3, or maybe bishop h3 right away, but then he castles. Feels like there should be something here, but like maybe bishop f5, rook b2, bishop d3. Okay, why not? I'll try it. I don't know if it's any good, but let's see. Takes bishop d3, then he's got queen d4, takes queen f6, take. Not enough. So okay, I'm just gonna have to start blitzing moves now. I'll give up I'll let him get the 2 rooks for the queen. He's got 2 rooks a pawn, but I think my bishop might be slightly better than his knight here, so we'll see. Knight d4, play bishop e4, probably bishop d5 and queen e5 or queen g6, queen g5, depending what he wants to do. So we'll see. Okay, so I see you guys are chatting at the same time. So I'll try to pay attention when you guys are chatting. Let's see. So okay, so he does play f3. I have queen g5. I think I have queen g5, maybe even queen e5 or bishop d3. I mean, queen g5 is the move that I like. I also like queen e5. Queen e5, rook b7, bishop d3, rook takes. I'll just play bishop d5, try to see where he's going with his rooks first. Like, he's got rook e1, but a2 is hanging. Got e7 hitting c5 and e3, so I'm going to go queen e7. Probably e4 here, but I'm not sure. Okay, so king f2, so I'll take. So probably rook c2, queen a3, or rook c2, queen d6 maybe, hitting h2. The key here is if I can get the c-pawn rolling, then I should be completely fine, because the bishop is better than the knight if I can use the bishop to and get the pawn locked on c4. So rook f c1, so now I'll take h2. Throw in a check. This is still pretty even, but I feel like it's starting to get to the point where it's a little bit dangerous for white. So king f1, I can take a2. Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun. If he takes, I've got queen h1, and I pick up the rook on c1, so knight d4. So now I'll just go back to d5. Maybe that wasn't best, because maybe he's got e4, but okay. He goes king g1, queen g5, king f2. I'll just tickle him a little bit. Now I'll play a5, although now I gave rook c5. Rook c5 maybe slightly annoying. Play a4, I guess. Now if he takes the pawn, maybe I've got a queen h4 and bishop b3, like really crazy trick here. So he does take, and I'm gonna get a trick with bishop b3, I think. And boom! Boom goes the dynamite. Still probably a draw with correct play, but I've got more time, so I don't think this is going to be a draw. So I'll throw in a check. Queen d2, hit the pawn on e3. He has knight f5 maybe. It's a good move actually, because he's got rook h6. So I could play h3. I think I'll play queen d3. King g8, e4. And I'll play like queen c3. King f8, king e8. Get out of any mate threats on h8. Throw in a check. Throw in another check. Throw in an h3. So now I'll take. Play g4. Takes. So I'm definitely going to flag him here. Whether I can actually win this pawn is another question entirely. So, okay, finally he cracked. So king b4, and now he's going to drop the knight. Or he's got rook b5. Rooks. No, I just check, pick up the knight, and it's one down. Okay, fine. So she wants to play. I'll give her a game quickly. So we'll see. Let's see what she's going to do here. Fine. D4, knight f6. C4, e6. Pretty random so far. Play a Benoni possibly. Or knight f3, I guess, is a move. How to not be boring. I'll play b6. If she plays knight f3, she probably doesn't want to play Benoni, but as soon as I say that, she plays d5. So a6, b5, probably e4, d6. Mamma mia. Bishop d3, b5, maybe c4, b4, maybe bishop g4 also. I think I'll just play bishop g4, knight d7, and bishop e7. So bishop f4, I'll just play bishop e7. Mamma mia, here I go again. My mind, how can I miss you? Mamma mia. And that's all singing for now. I'm going to get back to playing. Blue since the day we started. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, here I go again. My mind. How can I resist you? Mamma mia. So rook e1, I'll just take. This is actually pretty even right now. It's play bishop f8. Okay, let's put on some other music. That music's not getting done in this game. So knight d1 just gives me a free pawn. Not really, because if I take bishop e4, rook e8, bishop h7. So I'll just play like rook a7, try to hit the pawn from another angle. Probably knight e3, g6. So rook d2. I could play h5 maybe. I think I'll play h5 just to cover all these squares so there are no exchanges. So queen g3, bishop d6. Queen g5, I actually missed that. That's a slight problem. Yeah, actually, that was stupid. Queen g5. Yeah, it was really stupid. That's just a ridiculous blunder by me. But I still have rook d7 to protect the queen, and next move I'll move the knight away. Now I'm going to play knight h7, offer exchange. So probably takes, and I'm slightly better because there's this blockade pawn on d5. Say, do you remember, Badia? In September, Badia. Never was a cloudy day. Remember, Badia. In September, Badia. I never claimed to be a good singer, by the way, so to those of you who are thinking that I'm trying to debut for a future album, that's not happening. I'm just having some fun with you guys. So king e1, knight d3. Now I could play knight f4. It's still actually pretty even. Actually, knight b4. I'm just going to put my rook back on d8. I don't know if that actually makes any sense, but... So a3, play knight f4. Now I'm going to try and bring my king closer. Like king d6 and something if I can. Oops, free pawn? King c5, I guess, just to get the king out of the way of the pawn, and also now maybe I've got b4, b3. I'm just up a pawn here, so it's pretty useful, and I'm way up on the clock, which also doesn't hurt. So I'll play knight g5, probably bishop g2, and now I'll just go knight h7, knight f6. I'll take with the king. I could have taken with the pawn, but then I thought king c3, rook d4. So rook d1, knight f6, d6, king c5, and now I'm just going to pick up the pawn. King c3, I could take. So Okay, so rook e1 now just b4, and it's just technically just winning. So I'll play rook e6, try to force the exchange, or I get rook e2. And so she resigns. Okay, cool. I'll play another one. One more, and then I'll get back to the task at hand. d4, knight f3. c4 probably, knight c3. Although, why am I playing the same opening that we're just playing colors reversed? Bishop d2, takes. Lord, old man can win this day. It's a kind of magic. Knight a6, I'll play c6. Magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. And be only one. Burns inside of me. It's a kind of magic. Play rook e1. Try to force her to take one of these pawns. Sorry if the chess analysis content is a little bit weak right now, because I'm trying to like sing at the same time. So, yeah. Actually, as far as you guys say putting music on the stream, the problem is I've tried before to do that, and it's just messed up the whole. I've tried that before, and it hasn't worked, so that's why I'm not doing it right now. Because I tried, and the sound was just too high, so that's why I'm not doing that right now. Play knight b3, knight c5, knight a5. The bishop on b7 is very poorly placed here. Kind of magic can be only one. Age that lasts 1,000 years. Knight e8, I'll play c5, shut this bishop down. I've got rook d4, knight g5, rook h4, knight d4, f4, all kinds of things coming here. Am I worried about knight b4? I don't think so. Thank you, Dr. Furcon. Someone says, did Chessbase spike my drink? No, they didn't spike my drink. I'm just having a good time today. I mean, why not? It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, so why not have a good time? All right, let's see. What else can I put on? Some other stuff that's gonna be good. So she wants to go knight g7, I presume. I mean, I want to go like knight h2, knight g4, knight f6. Give you my world. Can I get it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. Call it under. Hey. You can go your own way. And she just blundered a family fork here because of the pin on the queen. So, alright, let's see. Okay, so that's 2 games. So I'm going to get back to, see if I can get back to playing some other people again. But hope she enjoyed those games. So, yeah. So, nice comment in the chat. Someone says, I'm gonna beat Magnus' rating record. 2 minutes later, ends up singing bad ABBA and Queen songs, playing 1955 I Am Alexandra Botez. That's a good one. Okay. Actually, no, I don't want to play this guy 3-2. I'll play him 3-0. I'm not gonna play 3-2. 3-2 is a little bit too slow for me right now. So. Let's see, Sujugarov doesn't want to play. Who else is there? I can play Solak if he wants to play. There's Bortnik. Let's see, someone's got to want to play. Chess Queen. Okay, so he'll play 3-0. Okay, so let's see. Dum-dum. Knight f3. What to do? I'll just play standard for a bit. e3. Okay, I'll play bishop d6. Castles, maybe bishop b2. Play c5. I could also take bishop b4 maybe. I think I'm going to play c5, try to play really active if I can. All right, moving on. Knight c3. I could take queen a5 maybe. Takes. Trying to find a way to keep it messy, so I'll play knight c6. It took us. He began to speak. People. This guy's slow? Am I slow? What's going on? Throw in a check. King f1, bishop g4 probably. So a3, go back to e7 to keep bishop f6. Got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. To count your money. At the table. Time. Dealing's done. Okay, fine. I'll stop saying it since someone's annoyed. So knight e5, I'll play queen e6. Takes. So maybe c5. I'll play c5, rook b8, rook d8. Put some pressure on this b3 pawn. I'll go like rook b8. Try to put pressure on this pawn. Play a5, but I'm just, or bishop f8. A lot of possibilities here. I think I'm going to play rook b6, maybe to double, maybe play rook a6, but just feels like the rook belongs here. So he goes queen c3. Could play d4. Bishop f6. I'll play bishop f8. What is since I see some of these comments, what is that show where the guy's in the taxi, or he like drives around celebs and like sings their songs? It's queen c2. I'll play f5. Try to open up the g file now. Because now I've got queen g6. Also, the rook on b6 now has a lot of rook g6, rook h6. Many ideas. Sandstorm doesn't have lyrics, you guys. Why would you want me to sing Sandstorm? There are no lyrics. I mean, I know the song, but... So queen c4. I can take... I could also play rook d5. I don't really want to play rook d5 here, but if I take, he takes. Is there a better move? Like... No, fine. I'll just play rook d5, try to keep it complicated. So takes, probably rook e1, queen f7 or something. Or queen c6 maybe. I'll play queen c6. So I takes, bishop a3. Échame la culpa would be interesting, but I mean, the problem is my Spanish isn't good enough. I don't know the lyrics that well. Bishop c3? Oh, did I just blunder something here? Maybe rook c5? Takes f3, bishop e3, so... Play a6. Oh, well, I mean, a6 was to get it off the dark square and then try to win with the pawns on the king side, but... play some Londons. California Dreaming, wow, that would be... yeah, that's not California Dreaming. I'll be in California soon. California soon, sorry. Oh, you want me to sing Blue? That would be pretty random, actually. Said I'm feeling so blue. Whatever. Not my song right now. Leaves are brown, sky is gray. On a winter's day. If I was in LA, California dream. Such a winter's day. Okay, e4. I'll play a3, try to do something with b4, something like that, and maybe c4, bishop c2, or b4. A6, b4, c4, bishop c2. If he takes, I'll take with the c pawn. I mean, probably either way. So now I'm going to play for e4, e5, or ed5. So f5. Now I have knight h4, but I think a4 gives him g5 probably. I could play g4, which is double-edged. I'm going to play knight h4 though, so that I've got knight g6, I've got queen h5, but also maybe some f3 e4s or g4 e4s, just a matter of which setup he goes with. G5, wow. Okay, so now I'm going to play knight G6, hit the rook. Queen H5, I thought about Queen H5, but then he had King D8 and knight G6, Bishop E8 with a very nasty pin. So rook H7. Now I'll play G4, because if he takes, with this long diagonal, there's got to be some kind of tactic. So castles. Now I'm going to hit him on the other side with B5. Oh, does he have knight D4? Is his bishop protected? Maybe he does, but I lucked out. So if he takes, I take, and I have Queen E6 check. So it's an inadvertent blunder that actually isn't a blunder. So G7. So now I'll take. He'll take on F5. Take on E7. Probably he'll take with the knight. Yeah. I'm going to play... I'll play Rook B2. Probably Rook B1 was better. Rook B4 was better. Give him Queen A5 maybe. Maybe it wasn't quite right, but... Rook C5 allowed Bishop C6, and if Rook C5 is going to go Bishop C6 and B6 trapping my rook. So Knight C6. So now I'm going to play Rook B1 with the intention of sacking. But by going Knight A5, now he gives me Knight F3, and if I get this Knight on E5 with this outpost, he's in real trouble. So he's going to sack, obviously, on E5. So Queen D2, I'm going to go for Queen D4. I can play Queen D4. Don't have to. I want to. I'll take with the C pawn. Now the knight on A5 is kind of out of play. Rook E8, King F1. I'm going to play Rook E1, try to exchange rooks on the open file. B5, King D2. His knight is really kind of bad here. So now I'm going to try to go the other way. Rook E1 is possible. A4 maybe. G3. A lot of options here. I think I'll just go Rook E1. Now I'm going to play Bishop G6 and try to force an exchange of bishops. Basically, I want to force an exchange so that I can get my rook behind and then attack his pawns like G5, H4, F4, get the rook behind. And if he doesn't, then I can, because of the way the pawns are, I can also just take and then go King E2, F3, G4 and collect the other way. So G4, but now I just take and I just play Rook H1 and his pawns hang. He's going to lose. He's going to lose some pawns. So I'll play a Sicilian this time. A3. Original. I'll play G6. H4. Okay, this is going to be some kind of weird game. I don't know. Knight C3. Play Bishop G7. He's probably going to play H5 or Bishop C4. Now I'll play H5. Stop him from going H5 and D6. I don't know if who this favors exactly with this H4, H5 thrown in. Because he's got G5. But I'll play A6, B5, and Rook B8. Because now, like, I don't know if he is going to castle short. Okay, so play B4. I'm just going to castle, I think. And he's got this long diagonal here, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal if I play this correctly. So Knight H7. Maybe Bishop H6. Probably, or F4. Both are possible. So F4, I could take. I'll just take, I think. I'll take, I don't know if probably I'll take with the F pawn. H pawn is more natural, but by taking with the H pawn, I can go E6, and it's not really clear how he gets like G4, okay, F5, but he's just going to go caveman and try to, I don't know, go King G2, Rook H1. But the problem with this is now I'm just going to try to force everything open. So we play C3, which is really suspect. I mean, I play D5. He wants to go E5, Knight F2 takes, Knight F6. So I can't let him close it like that. So E5, F5 is not good. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just play F6 and who knows what's going on. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play F6 and who knows what exactly is going on here. Because, I mean, he does have a free pawn here, but if we exchange, I'm going to get knight E5, knight F3 with some forks against the king and the queen. So he takes. Now I can take either way. I think I'm going to take with the... I'll take with the queen, just so that I have like queen h4 ideas here. He takes. I'm going to take or not take. I think I'm going to play queen h4. I think I'm going to try to mate him now. I'm just going to try to like kill him on the h file. So rook f2. Okay, so he wants to go the other way. Okay, so now I actually missed rook h2. That's or that e1 was still protected. That's actually really annoying. So if I take, I'm not really crazy about this position, but it's still kind of okay. I mean, it should be probably it's still okay for me, but I've kind of like bungled it a bit. G3 rook G2. G3 rook G2 doesn't really do anything special. D5 maybe? D5 takes, knight e7. Suspect. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Okay, let's see. Time to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna play rook d8. I gotta start moving faster. I'm way down on the clock right now. Knight e3. I'm gonna play d5 now. And play knight e7. Did I just give him rook h2? Knight g4, queen f8. I still have some... Because now I can take and now his knight on g4 is hanging. Free piece! Free piece! Queen g2. Now I'll take and play... I can take f4. I can play bishop... Wait, no. Bishop f5 I can't do. Guess I'll take here. If he takes... Rook c8 maybe? Somehow this got way too complicated for no reason, really. Okay, check. Bishop f1. Okay, take... King h2. I'll throw in another check or not. No, I'll play bishop f5 because he's got no mates here. Because my queen covers g7. I've also got a rook c2 threat. So let's see. So I mean, he's got to deal with rook c2, which is a very serious threat. So he does this, but the problem with this is that I think he's going to get... or wait, actually, if I take he had queen e7 with a draw, and I don't want to give him a draw, so... Oh, whoa. Terrible. Gonna have to, like, flag him somehow. Yep, Blunder Town. Whew. Whew, that was close. Way too close. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to play check, but actually, did we play this in the first game with colors reversed? I think I played a Ragosa in the very first game against him, so maybe not. Maybe it was the first game I played earlier. A5, just e3. C6, I'll just play bishop d3. Pretty standard stuff here. A3, he'll take, obviously. I'll take. Actually, do I want to take? Bishop d6? Okay, I'll play e4. Takes. Just castles. Like rook e1 or... This is rather bad for black, I think, but not really ideal. So c5, wow. That's gutsy. I'm going to play d5. Knight f6, okay. Maybe play queen c3. If he takes, I'll take with rook e4. Takes, so we're going to play some kind of endgame here, but he has a compromised pawn structure here, so I really want to get like knight h4, bishop f5. If I play knight d2, bishop e5 could be a problem. I really wish I could get a4, b3. So he gets b5, he's got some compensation. So I'm going to play knight h4. But if he goes b5, I go bishop f5 to force the exchange of bishops. So he can't get his pawns rolling really fast. Not yet, at least. Bishop e5, rook e2. e8. Play rook e1. Ah, I just blundered bishop b2. Oh, jeez. Oof. Terrible. So I have to play. Now I'm going to have to go for more swindle. It's going to have to be Swindle Town. So he's going to take bishop a3. Rook b7. I'm still only slightly worse, probably, despite this ridiculously bad blunder. e8. Now I could take, which would be interesting. I don't know if it's good. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's see. He's going to take, go g4, create a square for my king, but also now I've got this outpost on f5. If c4, I go rook c7. So it's not so simple. So he plays bishop b4, play knight f5, c4, rook c7, c3, d6, c2, d7, c2, d7, and I'm in time. Okay, so now I can... Okay, I'll just take and I'll grab the pawns, and now we're back to... King g2. If a4, I can go like rook c8 probably. Or rook c4 maybe. So rook d3. I'll play h4 to cut the king off. Now I'm going to go for mate. Go for like this, all this kind of stuff. So king c7. King g8, knight h6 probably. And now I'm going to take. Now I've got a discovery, picking up the rook on d3 with check. Play another Sicilian. h4, bishop g7. c6. Going to play something. Now I'll play knight f6 to cover h5, d6. Play b5, maybe b4. So now he's going to sack a pawn. I don't know, is he actually going to take? He is going to play this, okay. I wasn't sure if he would actually sack the exchange like this. I'm going to force him to play f3. Now here I could play e5 because I've got queen h4 check maybe. Yeah, why not? Because now I've got this queen h4 check, which is really, really nasty. Oh, sorry, you said the lighting is too edgy? Okay, I'll close the blinds and turn on my lights then. Give me a second. Oh, and look at that. I go to close my blinds and he resigns. How generous of him. That's nice. Let's see, 7, knight d5, takes, knight d4, takes castles. c4. I think this is some ancient theory from 10,000 years ago. Takes, queen b3, c2, d4. a6. I think bishop e2's got to be the right move. b5. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take. Bishop b7, c4 maybe. Bishop f3 or c4, both are possible. c4 looks more correct somehow, so I'm going to play it. Because also I want to open up this long diagonal as well. So if he plays e6, which he does, now I'm going to go, I could play d4 maybe, play like Tal or something, just start sacking. But I'm going to play bishop b2 because now if he moves the bishop, he hangs the pawn. And I'm also threatening to go d4 now. So it's a little bit messy for black. Takes, I'll take on b5. I mean, he's in trouble here because it's going to be hard to develop. So bishop g7, I'm going to just take the pawn. And now I could play d4 maybe. Yeah, I'm going to play d4 because now I shut the diagonal. Like he wanted to go d4 and open the diagonal, but by playing d4 I just shut it down. So now I've got these two pawns and he can't open this long diagonal. So now I just go bishop e5 and yeah, this pawn is stuck. No mate on g2. And also his king is really, really badly placed here. Okay, so a5, I could play rook e1, bishop d3, a lot of good moves here. a4 gives him this outpost on b4, so I'm just going to play rook c1, try to invade on the c file. f6, wow. That looks very, very wrong. I'm just going to throw in a check. He's going to have to go to f8, because if he goes to d8, then he runs into bishop c7. I could play, I'm just going to play bishop f4, threaten another check. If he goes king g7, which I expect, then I'll play rook c7, or rook e1 maybe. Either way, the position's pretty miserable for black. So he resigns. Okay, so let's 6 down, 4 to go. d4, knight f6, e6, knight f3. I'll play something. I mean, I guess he's gonna insist on playing e3. Then he's gonna force me to like play aggressively. Then I will. So yeah, let's see what he does. Knight c3, I'll just take. And now we're going to end up playing some kind of, we're going to end up playing a, he wants to play this one. Okay, so we're going to end up playing basically this weird, like a weird Nimzo, I think, except somehow the configuration looks slightly odd. I feel, because normally it's like bishop b4, a3, bishop e7, and without a3, a little bit different. But anyway. So bishop f4. I could play b6 now, probably. Why not? But now he'll take and play b4. Is that his intention? I guess that is his intention. So I'm going to play knight e4. Try to force him to exchange the knights so that he doesn't have b5. Undermine the knight. Queen c2. I could play f6. f6, b5 takes, knight e4. Looks okay. I don't see anything wrong with it, at least on first glance, so I'm going to go for it. f6 also restricts the e5 square. There's no knight e5 now. So I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, he plays rook b1. I could play b5, but that looks, yeah, I don't really like it. But by playing rook b1, now I can take, because if he takes, I'll have e5, d4, and I get the whole center. So he's going to have to take with a b pawn, which is not what he wants. Or he can do this, but I'll take e5, and I'm going to go d4 next move. He'll probably sat. Okay. I'll play bishop b5, so he doesn't get b5. Bishop g7. D4, queen g3 is a problem. So he takes. But can't I just play rook f7? I'm not just up like... I'm going to end up a whole rook here. Queen g3, king f8, and I've got no problems. But I mean, so he takes, so I'll play bishop f6. Takes. Basically, if I can get it down to where it's just rooks on the board, his pawns are going to be a lot less effective. Whereas with more pieces on the board, it's different. So, like here, for example, I'm just going to give up this d5 pawn because it doesn't even matter. Because with only rooks on the board, these pawns are, he needs all his pawns to create any threats. So he plays queen d2, so now I'm going to play d4. c6, I'll just play rook d8, and as you see, like, the pawns are not really going anywhere in a hurry, so play d3 maybe. Let's play d3, d1. Now I'm going to play queen f4, because basically now I'm just going to try to force my pawn down to d1. And his pawns are very slow here, as we can see. Maybe it's c7 I just take, queen c7. So rook e3, he wants to go rook g3, I guess. And if I take on a4, I'm threatened. Rook g3, I've got king h8, queen c3, queen d4, and I'm fine. And queen b2, queen d4, same thing. So he's got... And if he doesn't do that, I mean, so queen c3, I just play queen d4. c7, I just take, because on queen c7, I have queen a1 with the back rank mate. So, bishop b2, knight f3. Takes, play g3. f4. Knight e8. I'll play c3 here. a5. Play knight f3, or no, I'll play a3 because a4, a3 was slightly annoying. So knight d6, rook e1. And I'm gonna go like queen c2, knight f3 basically. So he plays e5, so I'll take. He'll surely take the knight, queen c2. Play d4, kick the knight back, and maybe I'll play c4. Actually, knight g4 looks like a weird move. I don't understand what knight g4 does. So I'll just kick his knight back. Now I'll play c4. Probably takes. Not sure what he's going to do here. a4. Okay, so if b4, I guess he wants to take. Now I could always take on a4 maybe. b4, he'll trade everything on c4, and then he'll play knight d5. So that's why I don't want to go b4. cd5 takes, knight d5 is fine. I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna grab this pawn. He gave me a free pawn. I might as well try and take, and see how he wants to play this. So he takes. I'll take. Takes. Or queen a5. But queen a5, what did I see here? I saw something. Or I'm just bad. Rook e7 maybe? Doesn't look quite right. I'll play c5 maybe? c5, knight f5? What was... Actually, I've got to start moving faster again. I'm way too slow today. Bishop c3, queen a4, takes, bishop b4, knight b4, 4, knight c4, d4. No, that's no good. Actually, I'm way down on the clock now, so I just kind of have to start moving. This isn't really what I wanted to go for, but probably knight b5, bishop f1. Knight f5. I can just play like knight f3 or g4 maybe. So knight b5, bishop f1. Probably takes. Takes. Rook 4, play knight f3, probably rook a4, take. e4, rook b8, bishop f8, knight e5, and then king g7. This isn't really what I was playing for at all, but knight takes f2. Now I don't have to take though. I mean, the question is, do I take and try to somehow win this? Nah, I think I'm just going to try and hold this and make a draw out of this. If I can. Not sure I can make a draw out of this, actually, but I'm definitely going to try. Takes. King h2, rook a3, bishop b5 probably, yeah. d4. Play g4. I had bishop. If rook e3, he had rook a1. He almost blundered there, but actually I blundered too because I realized he had rook a1 and bishop d6, which was just winning. So I'm going to pre-move knight e6. Actually, he's getting mated now. He just mated himself. He goes king g8, rook f8, and king h6. I go rook f6. Oh, that was terrible. Bishop g2. I'll play bishop d7. I'm gonna play like my bullet opening, which is terrible, but sometimes works, even in Blitz. d4, bishop h3, d5, knight e5. It's all pretty. You can play f4 or take or. Knight b5. Wow, that's an original concept. Now I want to play h5, but it's not going to work. So I'll just take and play c6. And maybe I'll play h5 next move actually. Yeah, why not? Let's see it. So he plays h4. I can play knight f6. I think I'll just play standard. Just retreat, play knight f6. Try to play something relatively boring and normal. And we'll see what he wants out of it. Knight f6 probably takes. Someone said they saw me posting on Facebook about adopting. If that was on the actual page, that wasn't me. I don't run the page, but I did adopt Eric Rosen ×2 last night, so that could be what you're thinking of. So he takes. I'll play queen b7, probably queen b5 or b4. Okay, but b4. Do I have knight h7 now? Yeah, I'm gonna go knight h7, and I'm hitting the rook, and I'm threatening to take the bishop. I'm slightly worse here, but by taking, now I can go rook c8, hitting the knight. And I'm hitting the rook, and now I can just take. When he takes, I just take the knight. Probably he'll take on... Okay, so he does, so I'll take, and now I pick up the bishop on e7, and I'm just up a clean piece. c5, I'll just take. d1, just knight f6, bring my knight back into the game. Also, I cover the d7 square. So I could play knight e4. I could also just play rook c8. I'm just gonna try to clean it up and pick up the c6 pawn if I can. And so he just resigns, yeah. I was a little bit lucky. That game was not good. I probably should not have won that one, so... So I'll revert back to playing the London this game. Or maybe not. Let's see. Play a Pyrrhic, I guess. And see how he wants to play it. So he takes, I could take with the pawn here maybe, or the knight. I think I'll take with the knight. I'm sure taking with the pawn was probably okay, but I just want to keep the position more or less balanced. Knight c6. Now maybe I'll play bishop e3. No, I'll take. I'll try to play this very traditionally. I'll play like queen d2, bishop h6, maybe b3, c4, rook d1, or like rook e1, rook d1, depending on how he wants to set it up. Like, I don't know if he's going to try to play c5 or e5 here, but we'll see. So rook b8. Now I can play b3. I'm going to play b3. c3 was completely fine as well. I wanted to see if he was going to actually play c5. Now, I could take. It's kind of risky, but since I'm playing for you guys, the fans, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to give the exchange. I'm going to try to like show some really deep technical understanding because he has dark square weaknesses without that. So I could take on a6. I could also play b4. I think I'll play bishop h6 first. Now he's going to go rook e8. And then I'm going to grab a6. Because now when he goes rook a8, I have bishop b5 hitting the rook on e8. And now I just basically want to run these pawns just straight up the board. Now b4, protect the pawn on c5, queen a7. Do I have queen g5 here? I think I do. I'm threatening this very juicy checkmate tactic against his king. And now he's got real problems as well, because like I'm also threatening to take e5 with the same mate threat. So he goes queen e7. So I could take e5, or I can exchange queens. I mean, I really want to just exchange queens and win with the pawns, but I'm not sure if it's enough. If I take, he goes... Yeah, I think I should just take and on f6 play queen d4. My bishop can also come back to f1, so there are no threats of a back rank mate here. And his king is so weak here that this bishop is just extremely strong. So rook a8. Now I could play bishop b5, I guess. Yeah, why not? Bishop b5, and then I'm going to follow that up with a4. So goes bishop d7. And if I take, he's going to go bishop e6, I guess. It still looks very suspect. So bishop e6, just queen d6. If rook d8, I take because I have bishop f1. Oh, and I just blundered. I blundered the other way. Unbelievable. Such a good position, I just blew it all. Let's see if I can somehow make this messy. Okay, so I'm going to try something weird. Now I'm just obviously busted, but I have more time. I've got a bunch of pawns going down the board. Now he's going to play rook d8. So I'm going to have to basically flag him, get really lucky and try to flag him. I've got, what, one piece for the queen? I mean, that's nowhere near enough, but let's see. Rook c1, protect the bishop. Now I'm threatening c6. K8. c6, queen c4, so I'll play h3. Queen d4, c6. I'm going to get two bishops. I mean, I'm going to win this game. The question is, can I win this game on the board as well? And in fact, I'm starting to really like this now. So he takes. This is really starting to look nice. So bishop f1, rook c8. Now a5. Now my pawns are just going right down the board too. b6. Yeah, this is just positionally winning now, actually. Because, like, now I'm going to go bishop e3 and a6, a7, b7, a8, or b8 queen, and just, like, yeah. Well, I won that game, but that was not really... I should have won that much more cleanly than I did, so... Alright, let's... Whoops, did I just click something wrong? 1 second, let me refresh the board. Sorry about that, you guys. Let me make sure it's correct. Still, it's correct or it's not correct? Let me see. Yeah, it looks good still. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. I clicked on a different game. See if Sergio Chess is around. He's not around. K Audis, I guess. Okay, I'll try and play him. See if I can adopt him. D5. Okay, I'll play G3. Bishop G2. Castles. Probably, he's got E5. Is he going to play E5? He is, okay. Play D4. E4, knight D2, or knight E1 also. So he takes, I'll take. Knight F6. I think I'll play C4. And I guess Queen A4, why not? Rook D1. Threaten some discoveries all over the place. Queen B6, probably Knight A3. If B5, just Knight takes C6. Queen B6. Now I'm going to go Knight A3, try to get another tempo on the queen. Takes, probably Queen A6. I'll take and play Knight D6. Try to really take advantage of this whole queen side that's kind of boxed up a little bit. Knight C5. I could play B4 maybe, or Bishop D2. Let's see, or just E4. Actually, E4 looks very natural. Just E4, Bishop E3, or E5, F4. So let's see how he wants to proceed. He plays Knight E6. No, I could play E5 here, which actually looks pretty nice. Or I could take E6, and then he takes. So I can take the knight, take the bishop, take the knight. And take the knight, take the pawn. I'm going to go for material. Because it looks... I don't really believe he has enough counterplay along the b file. So it's pawn. So why not? Knight d7, maybe f4, or... I'll just play knight a5, hit the pawn on c6. And also, by playing knight a5, I get out of the attack as well. So, and now I'll play f4 with the idea of playing e5, hitting the pawn on c6 twice, but also shutting down the diagonal. Bishop g4. I don't know what that does. Just play rook d2. because now I have h3 as well. But if I get e5, his diagonal is cut because of this, and then I'm also hit. Then I just opened my diagonal instead. So, like I said before, chess is just a big game of x's. It's all about the x's. Bishop f8. So he wants to hit me with bishop b4. So I could play knight c4. Just play a3 even. Why not? Just a3. Just stop bishop b4. And bishop c5, just king h1. I don't know if I could have gone king f1 maybe, but h1 looks pretty good as well. So I'm not sure. So he plays knight b6. So now I'm going to play b4 or e5. I'm going to play b4. So I also support the knight on a5. Now bishop e3. Play rook d3. Force him to exchange. And he's just completely lost now because now c6 is falling. It's just a total disaster. d4, knight f6. Knight f3, I'll play b6, bishop b7, something a little bit random again. Maybe play double fianchetto. c4 castles. Knight c3, knight e4. So I'll take. Bishop b3. How does this line go? Haven't looked at this in a while. I'll play d6. I guess c5. I think there's some game in Gibraltar that was played in this line, if I remember correctly. So I think Duda played it with black. So it has to be fairly decent. So I'll play knight d7. Probably rook c8, queen c7. d1, rook c8. Bishop h6. Now I could take. Let's have some fun. I don't know if this is good or not, but I'm gonna sack since I'm sacking exchanges. Seems like every game. I might as well sack another one. Or can he take g7? Ah, he took g7 first. Annoying. Okay, so now I'll play knight f6. b4. I think I'll just play queen c7. a3. Now I think I'm going to play e5. Try to get some kind of cut the diagonal if I can get a pawn on e4. If I get e4, I think I'm doing very well because then his bishop's locked out. Like e4, queen e5, for example. Queen c3, so if I go e4, he just takes, obviously. So I'm going to play rook fd8 here. Maybe rook cd8 was slightly better. I don't know, but I'll go queen e7. He probably wants to put a bishop on c6 would be my guess. But now I can play e4 because my queen protects the pawn. Position's pretty balanced, I have to say. Neither side really has any kind of advantage. So a4. So I don't want to take. I don't want to give him the I don't want to do that. So I'm going to play g5 and maybe go king g6 to get out of this pin. King g6, h5, h4 maybe. Because I don't really h5. Yeah, I'll play h5. So probably takes. Or a6 doesn't make sense. White wants to come down the a file, so I fully expect him to do that. But he plays rook d2. Which is a good move, actually, because now g5 is hanging, so I can't trade and go rook d8. Okay, so I'll take and play queen e5. Cut the diagonal. Now I can't put the queen. But he does control the d file, so it's a little bit tricky here. I can play e3. Maybe take on a5, or maybe just play h4. I think I'm going to play h4. Because now my advantage is here on the king side to try and mate him. Because with the pawn at e4, the bishop can't go to g2 and protect the king. I assume he'll take on b6. He'll just take, I'll pre-move it, and then play queen d6 is my guess. Or queen d6 right away. Now here I can take him, take a5 maybe. Which is kind of weird, but I don't know if it's good or not, but why not? Okay, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to take the pawn, d1. I'm going to play a6 here. Oh, did I just blunder bishop b7? Oh, he missed it. He had bishop b7, which was just winning the game on the spot. Now I'll play h3. Now I want to try and mate him like rook d8, rook d1. So I'll take, and I'll play e3. And I want to go rook d8, rook d1 and checkmate him, because now with the pawns like this, and he blundered that I'm going to have knight g4 tricks. I'm going to check and then throw a knight g4. And you see this bishop, it looks really nice on c6, but it can't do anything, because these pawns just cover everything. I think here I can just take and go a4. And now my pawns, again, I'm just checkmating him. That was an interesting game. Well, a lot of good. Ooh, b5. Wow. Okay, I'll have some fun. I'll play b4. Maybe just castles, d3, e4, maybe d3. I don't know. I mean, if I want to play e4, so he plays c5. I'll play e5. Just castles, knight c6, knight d2, and we'll play something pretty standard, I think. Could play c4 here if I want to. I think I will. I'll play rook e1 here, I guess, because he has bishop a6 and knight a5. I guess he wants to take the bishop instead, but I was much more worried about some knight a5, bishop a6 hitting this pawn than this exchange. I'll play h4, queen c2. He has knight d4 if he wants to play it. I don't really think he will, but it's always there. Okay, so he does it. Takes. I can take and play queen d3, attacking the pawn here on d4. So queen b2, knight e4 maybe, or rook b1, he wants to go queen c3. I could play c5. This is a slight problem here, actually. I don't know what to do. Maybe knight f3? I'm going to play knight e4. I feel like I've misplayed this a little bit, but the knight on e4 is very well placed still, so rook b3. I could play rook b1 here, maybe. Rook b1, rook d3, takes, rook b7. It's probably the safest way to avoid losing. So I'm just going to try to play the correct moves here, even if it takes away any winning chances. So I assume he's going to take on d3 most likely. I think it's actually the only move. Because queen f2 I just take with the knight, so he has to take. Okay, 3, rook b7. So you can play rook a7, but I think now I'll play rook b1. Which was a bad move, so I gave him f5. I should have just taken and played rook d1. That was bad. Very, very poor on my part. Could play knight d6 maybe? No, okay, so I'm gonna have to just take and play like h5. This is definitely not what I was aiming for. Could play g4, maybe c5. I'll just play king g2. I'm not sure he wants to play f5 or e5 or what he's angling for. So he plays king f6, I'll play knight f3. Actually, he won't take because then both pawns would be hanging. So he's probably going to play e5 or d3. He plays e5, but now it's going to get messy because I've got to check d6 and I have c5. Okay, 6, but now I can go c6. Take, king e6, rook b7. Did I just give him rook c8 though? I completely messed this up. Completely messed this up. I'm going to have to try and flag him, but I'm not sure that if I'm going to be successful with that. Wait, did I just blunder? Or I just blundered. He has a mate. Bishop e3 was checkmate, so. Too slow, man. Too slow, too slow. You gotta be faster. Terrible. Terrible. This is terrible. All right, so you guys are asking about the clicking. Yeah, I mean, I tend to overclick a lot, but that's just because I'm trying to play really quickly and fast. So he wants to go for hg6, so I have to be very careful here not to get mated. GH is crazy. Let's see, so I've got bishop a6 maybe. If I take, he's probably going to take with the e-pawn. So I think here I'll just play king g8 maybe, or rook h8. I'll play rook h8. Takes, I'll take. Castles. Now here I'm going to grab the pawn. So g4, knight f6. If he checks, I go king g8, and I'm pretty safe. And I've also got knight e6 now since he traded off. Like if I get knight e6 and queen f8, I'm completely fine. So if I go knight h5, he'll sack. So I'm going to play knight e8, protect the pawn. Knight g3, play knight e6, hit the pawn on g5 now. King b1, I'll just take the pawn. And now this is definitely winning. It's just a matter of playing the precise move. So I'm going to play knight d4, put the knight on an outpost. Hit the pawn on f3 as well. Knight f5. So he's trying to get fancy. If I take... I could just play king f8, but I think I'm just going to play queen f6, sidestep any tricks. Oh, this is a bad move, because now he can take on d4 and go knight e2. Play queen g7. And I want to play h5 if I can, but he plays f4. So now I think I will, if I take... no, I can go h5, because on fe5 I have knight f3, knight takes e5. Yeah, now if he moves, he can't move the queen off, and he hangs the knight. Because right now he's got a rook and a queen hitting here, so he has to kind of play queen h3 and stay on the h file, or else I'm going to take. So I'll take knight e3, but I'm very close to being just winning now. Just a few more good moves. So I'll play like I'll play bishop d7, queen g3, and bishop e6. Hit the pawn on c4 now. So he plays rook g1, so I think I can just grab. I don't see a reason I can't just grab another pawn. I mean, really the only danger here is that none of my pieces are really developed. So like if he can somehow create an attack or something, like I don't even care about these queenside pawns. I just need to get like knight f6, king g7, and then it should just be winning. So rook d4, I'll play bishop e6, knight e2, and now I'm going to play knight f6. Knight f4, play knight g4, queen d2, and I think I'm just going to play king g7. I'll just give up this pawn. I don't really care. And I'll play like rook h8, or rook a8, I guess is better. Bishop b3, but now I just take, king a2. Now I think I'm going to play queen b4, so I'm hitting the queen, hitting the rook, hitting the knight, so he can't move the queen off, and once he exchanges, these three pawns are going to rule the day. So queen d5, queen takes f4, and that's all she wrote. So a6, so I'll play knight c4, queen e7, play knight e2. So maybe bishop g4, bishop e6, something like that. I don't know which one he's going to do. Knight d5, okay, logical. I could play d4. f4 is always there. f4 is interesting. I'm going to go for f4 just to try and open the long diagonal. Bishop e6, I'll play a3, cover this so he doesn't have knight b4. Play e4, kick the knight to b6 probably. Now I'll play d3. I guess he has d5 maybe. Queen f2, d4, c3. Okay, so he plays d4, so I'm going to play c3. He'll take, I'll take. He's got this a pawn. That's the only danger for me in this position. So I really need to like remaneuver this knight around, maybe to e3. One possibility. I think I'm going to play rook a3 just to protect the bishop. And now I think I'm willing to let him take, so I'm going to go rook c1 and then do something on the c file. Queen d2, cover the pawn, everything's solid. And play like... I do have problems here. There are definitely some issues with my position, so I've really got to come up with something special. I'm going to play knight e3, rook c8, and now I'm going to start trying to just go all in. Queen c7, rook c1 probably. And now I'm going to try to just open up everything at all costs. Although this could be bad, because there is knight c4, I guess. Yeah, this is pretty terrible. Okay, I'm gonna try to go swindle mode and see if I can't pull something random. I guess he's just got rook c1 though. What am I doing? Yeah, that was... d4 was just a terrible move. Just, I opened up way too much stuff for him. Let's see, am I somehow going to trick him again? What is he doing? Aye. Wow, that was so bad. Jeez. I'm playing like a total clown today. Jeez, that's so bad. Anyway, the game continues though, so this game at least is more interesting. Facciami una colpa. Veramente. So, okay, so he takes or not, but I'm going to go f6, obviously. So takes, and f6. So, oh wait, he didn't move, sorry. Sorry, I thought he moved. Okay, queen a2, play f6. Again, I'm slightly worse even in this game, so I'm going to try to do something over here, maybe some kingside attack if I can. I don't know what queen g6 is, I just gave him queen a6. He plays queen c2. Play queen f7. See, okay, if I play h5, h4, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna assume that him getting his knight to b4 is actually a bad thing, because even though this is weak, he has no real attacks here. And rook a7, I just go queen e6. I've got h3, g4 coming, so I can play h3. I'm gonna play g4, g4 first, so he doesn't have queen f3, hitting the pawn. Okay, 7. I'll play queen e6, queen c2. I'm gonna play f5 now. This is getting tricky for white though, because like, okay, queen a2. Now I could play, ooh, can I go f4? Ooh, oh yeah, now I've got mating threats. Queen d2, maybe h3 or g3? Or queen e4. Actually, queen e4 is going to go queen c2. I've got to be careful here. So maybe h3. Yeah, okay, let's see what he does on h3. If takes, then queen e4, and I've got queen b1 and queen g2. So now I take. If he takes, I just take on g2. And then he can't stop queen g1. Or queen b1, sorry. So he takes correctly. No, I could just take, I think. Yeah, why not? Just takes, and if rook d7, just rook a8, I think. And he can't cover mate. Oh, I had queen g4 actually picking up the rook too. Free pawn? I'll take it. As I was saying last night, the quote goes, "We are envoys, we take what is offered." I could take. I think I'll just castle. No need to give him the bishop pair. So bishop f5, I could take. I can just play bishop d3. Why not? Now maybe knight e5? Feels like there should be a way to just win here, but knight e5, knight e5, d5, knight d2, rook f5. Yeah, okay. So someone just said, when am I going to change the opponent? I'll change if I can get to 10 in a row. I get adoption, then I'll change. Okay, so knight e2. I'll play some random line. Let's see. Bishop c7. g3, d5. Probably takes. So e5. Probably knight d7, knight b6 next. Takes, interesting. Okay. Could play queen c7. I think I'll go queen e7 so that he doesn't have f4 because I can take, and then e3 is hanging. Queen c2. So I don't know if he wants to go knight f5 or play b5 maybe, or a5. I'll play something I'll just play g6, take away this f5 square from the knight, and now I'll figure it out here. Although now I gave him f4, so this could be a little bit dangerous. So I'm gonna have to actually be very active. Maybe knight g4. I don't know why I played b5. I was gonna play knight g4. I should have played it right away, just to drop the bishop back to g7. Although maybe now queen h4 is a threat too. So knight e4. I mean, I could take on b2. b5 was such a bad move. I mean, I gave him fix the structure for no good reason. I think I'll play knight d7. I mean, this pawn should be back here and this bishop should be on c4, because that was just, b5 was just a stupid move. So he takes. Okay, so now I will take. He's going to take, and maybe knight b6. Or can I play knight e5 and get tricky? Well, I think I first have to take. Now the question is, can I get tricky here, like knight e5 or something? I think I'm going to try to get tricky with knight e5. See if I can get tricky with some rook d8. And again, this is why playing another reason out of the 500 why b5 is such a bad move. Now if he goes queen d5, he runs into bishop e6. Or I guess he's got queen c5 maybe. So he plays knight c5. This is begging for tactics. Queen f6. Queen f6, rook f1. Knight f2 takes queen f6, king g1. Maybe bishop e6, he's got queen e4. Oh, it feels like there's got to be some tactics here, like queen h4 maybe? Okay, let's say queen h4, h3, maybe knight f2. And bishop takes h3. Knight f2, king f2, bishop h3, queen e4, knight g4, king f3, queen f6, queen g4, queen f4, knight h2. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I don't know if it actually works, but I've got to go for it. In fact, I have a draw at least, so why not go for it? In fact, king f3, maybe I can just take and check and... Wait, king f3 takes, check, king f3, and the bishop's on b3, so I don't have f5 at the end. I'll tickle him. And now I've got time to figure it out. So let's see, so maybe check. Probably queen f4, check. 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 Queen takes, take on e2, take e3, knight e4, do I just have check, and knight f5? And, yeah, and... Probably a6 here maybe, or something else. I don't know what he's going to do. I'll take. I'll play bishop e2. Bishop f1 maybe also is possible, but just chess. Knight f3. Queen 7, I'll play d4. Takes or e4, I'm not sure which one he'll play. People just plays d6. Okay, pretty standard. I'll play h3, stop bishop g4. Bishop f5, I'll castle. c4. a5, just play a3, stop knight b4. Also know a4 tricks now. Play rook e1. Bishop f1. Oh, someone said Tickle started with Yasser. I don't know who it started with, but I heard. I mean, I've heard Danny say it many times, so I don't know if that's what it is, but I mean, I've heard Danny say it, so that's where I'm taking it from. So he takes. I think I'm going to take with a pawn and play d5. Again, this has gotten a little bit unpleasant for black. Like, knight b8, I can take f6, and because then I've got queen e8 checkmate if he takes. So he has to take with a pawn, and now, oof, it's hard to believe that black can be okay here. Knight d7. Now I'm going to play bishop d3, try to exchange these light square bishops, and get this knight to f5, and then as they would say, it's all over. Knight f5 maybe? Or do I have queen g3, queen g3, queen g5, I guess? Queen g3 makes sense. And I'll just take. Take. Play rook b1. I think I'm going to play rook f1, hit the pawn on f7, and now I can also play rook f3 to defend from the side. So my rook is very active here, unlike where on b1 it would not be active. King g8. Now I could go knight f5, but I think I'll start with rook f3. He's going to play rook e8, but see the rook on f3 versus b1, huge difference, because now I can go knight f5. k1, king h2. Now I can take, I can play g4. I think I'll just take with check. King h7, interesting. Not the move I was expecting. So now let's see. I could take, check, takes knight e6, knight d2. Not completely clear. I'm going to play knight g4. Although, did I just give him king g7? He had king g7 probably. Okay, so he's got a passed a pawn. I'm gonna try to simplify now though. Try to force it into some kind of more traditional territory, because these three pawns, even though two of them are doubled, should be good enough to win the game here. So king f5, knight f7, knight e4. I'm just gonna grab b7. He can't take g3 because then I go knight takes. Oh, knight d6 he takes. Okay. I guess now I'll try to start running my pawns up the board. King f4, go g5. Does he have rook a1 and knight g3 though? Time to go for flash tactics. I'll take and play g6. And if he takes, I go g7. I make a queen. So, this should work. But, yeah. So now I make a queen, and this has to be winning somehow. Knight c5, queen f8. He can't go king d4, but now I have passed pawns too. So it's so d4. I'll play b6. I'll try to play something. So he's gonna play this way now. Okay. Probably e5. Yeah, knight d7, knight f3, c5, bishop e7. Played this line a million times as well, I might add. So. So queen e3, I'll play h6 if knight g3, just g6 and knight c6. Could go. I'll do something weird. I'll play g5 here. And knight g3, I'm going to do something really weird. Because now I'm threatening h5. So I'm going to go queen d3, queen g6, h5. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it's an idea that at least has some logic to it. So he plays knight h5, which is kind of what I expected. And now I think I'm going to take on d4 and I'm going to castle long. Rook c1, I'll go king b7. Because now it's like all his pieces are a little bit jumbled here. It's not really clear where he's trying to attack from. a3, I'll just play king b7, get the king out of there, play b5. I've got knight b6, knight c4 coming here. If a4, I just am going to play a6, and still just put the knight on c4. Knight d2, knight b6, b3. Could play queen f5, I'm just going to play knight c4 though. Problem is my rook on h8 is a little bit misplaced. I'm going to play a6, protect b5. Now I really want to bring this rook to like c7 or something if I can. That's a long ways off, but... d1, I'll play rook c8. Okay, c1, free pawn. Takes. Ah, he's got rook a1, bishop b4. This looks very suspect. Because he's not really covering anything. Like, he can go rook a1, but then I go rook a8, and he's lost the a file. Rook c1, I'm just going to play, like... I guess I could play rook a3. You can also just take the pawn, but I think I'm going to play practical. I'm just going to go rook c8, get my other rook in the game. Takes... dc5, whoa, what's that? Do I just take? Queen e2, knight c4? Ah, he wants to go for c6. Let's play knight c6. And that's another adoption in the books. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So let's see if Parhamov wants to play. He does not want to play. Is there anyone else? Okay, I'll play Bortnik. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, so e4, e5. Play Scotch. Knight f5. Play d5. h2. Let's take and play h6 and knight f6. So there's no h6 maybe was unnecessary because he would have had to castle anyway, but h6 is practical just to stop bishop g5. Knight c3, I'll castle. Bishop f3. Knight d4 is a move. Well, I think I'll just play knight d4, why not? Bishop f4. Play rook e8 or c6. Both are playable. I like rook e8 a bit more. Knight f4, so he forces me to trade the bishops. Now the thing here is white's pawn structure is slightly worse. If he can get some g4, h4 and attack, then he's completely fine, but it's a little bit unlikely he's going to be able to attack on the king side here. Plays rook d1, so I might take and play queen c7 to force him to take. And take and play queen b6 and knight e4 maybe, that's also there. I'm going to force him to trade the bishops though. So I should be a little bit better here, but it's not really clear how much better I am. So if I take and play queen b4, I think I'll take and play queen b4, because now at b3 I have d4, and then he loses material. So he might have to go rook b1 or queen d3, but queen d3, d4, a3, queen b2, knight a4, and black and white's probably okay. But if I take queen a3, rook b7, rook e8, is white okay there or not? Not sure. I really want to do it, but I also have to be careful here not to use too much time on this move. I could also just move a pawn or something like b5. Yeah, why not? I'll just play b5 because now I'm threatening d4 and b2 is hanging. Because now after rook b1, I just go queen a3 and b7 is not hanging. So if I take rook b1, queen a3, knight d5, that's his idea, I guess. Takes, rook c8, rook c1, d4, a3, but I can go d4, a3 takes. Yeah, probably d4 makes sense now. He has to go a3, only move. Now I take, he takes, and now I can take, or he plays knight e4. Okay, so knight e4, I'll take. You can play c5. Oh, like, you just give him f6. Not really what I wanted to give him, but let's see. Okay, if I play queen c3, g6, queen d2, king h7. Ah, that doesn't look right. Although, maybe it's still okay. Let's see. I don't know, but queen d2 could be a problem here. I mean, because h6 is queen d2, king h7, rook h4, queen d2, maybe d3. Eh. Okay, I'll play rook f8. So king h2. So now if I take, what's this idea? Wants to go rook e8, but then I've got c4. Maybe c4 is better right away though. I don't know. Either I'm fine or I'm probably getting mated. Now if I go queen a6 to pick up f6, I think he misplayed this. I think I'm probably winning now. Queen f4, but now I can just play like rook d8. Rook d8 and queen d6 is coming, with the idea to exchange queens. Maybe, but queen d6, he's got rook e8. Ooh, this is tricky though. So he plays g3, which is very tricky. Because now I have to be very careful. So I'm going to play queen c6 maybe? Or I've got no time. Shoot, I just got to move fast. What am I thinking? I didn't realize how low on time I was, you guys. Now I'm probably going to win though because I'm faster. So he's probably going to have to... And there's another one in the books. Wow, somehow I got way too low on time that game. I wasn't paying attention at all to the clock. Oh wow, that was a tough game. I don't know why I just played e4 and then now d4, just wasting tempi, but position's still probably okay. He's not going to take on d4, so probably it's a bad pre-move. Knight g3, rook f4, knight h5 maybe? Rook f5. Now I could play f4, although knight e4 looks much more reasonable. Now just d5. Now I've got the outpost with the knight here, so I can just try to like play queen d3 and like rook b1 next move. Basically, I want to take the advantage of this b file, maybe even bishop a5 at some point. Rook c8, I'll play a5, no knight b6. Now rook b7 is a threat. And I'll play f3, consolidate. I don't know if I have to take, but I feel like there's no reason not to take. So I'll play queen e4. And play rook b7. Now I'm going to try to invade on the b file if I can. Queen f4, interesting. Now I'll take. I could play g3, but I'm going to play rook e1. Idea is rook a7, rook a6, rook c6, and just run the a pawn right up the board. So he plays c6, play rook b6, takes, rook a8, play g3, h5, I'll play king f2, force the bishop to move, but now e5 is hanging as well. I can take with the bishop or the rook. Bishop takes, bishop d2, rook e2, bishop a5, takes, not clear. Maybe h4, he's got bishop d8. So I'm going to play rook b1 here. Try to force an exchange of rooks, and then pick up the pawn. Rook b6, rook takes a6. f6, e4, I take, obviously. I'll pre-move it anyway because it's probably going to happen. g5, king e3, takes. And surely my passed pawns are going to win here, I would assume. Yeah, so he just resigns. d3, h6. Whoa, rook f1? What is rook f1? Play queen d7. I assume he meant knight f1, but I don't know for sure. Play rook b8. Okay, so clearly he blundered. He meant to play that right away. Can I sack? It's possible. It doesn't really make sense. d4 is a move as well. Maybe, what about d4? Let's see. I'll play b4. Although I just gave him bishop a4 maybe. That was a bad move. I'm not sure if I'm actually much worse here. That's the funny thing. Like queen b5. Now I could play bishop b3, which I think makes sense. Rook e1, I'll take. Play rook d8. So if he takes, d3 is very weak. There's knight d2, bishop c2 maybe? Knight d4, rook d4, knight f3 though. I'll just play bishop e6. Knight f3, can I take? If rook d3? Ah, he's got knight e5. Okay, so I'll just back up then, rook d8. And if d4, I can take and play bishop c4. So e5, that looks wrong. Maybe bishop d5. So bishop f4. Now I can take, and he takes, and I go rook d3, and I'm completely fine. So I've completely equalized. If queen e2, I'll play knight d5. Rook g3, just play c6, protect my queen. Okay, 7. Maybe just queen b6. So he takes, because if he didn't take, I'd rook takes g3, rook c1, rook e6. Pretty balanced, but the knight is better than the bishop here at least, so there should be some winning chances, perhaps. Maybe queen b1, try and get behind the rook. f4, do I have knight e3 maybe? Queen d8, king h7. Rook d2, knight f1. He blundered. Yeah, he just blundered. So f5, then I've got knight f1 anyway, picking up the bishop. So, I mean, problem is knight f1, yeah, and king h. So you have rook f2, knight f1, queen d3. I can just play rook g6. And he's just baked. So I take. And I see someone said after queen b6, rook takes f7, but I'd rook takes g3, just in case. So queen b2, f5. Just play c5, c4, c3. I actually could have just played f5 too, but. So f6. No actual threats. What's the cleanest way to win this, though? I'll just take. Let's play queen g6. Or queen f5 is better, but... If g4, I have queen g4. Queen d4. Queen d3 probably. Got 5. Now queen d5, and now I've solidified everything, so I just go c3. And queen b3 takes. And this isn't really the cleanest way to win, but it's winning. Okay, another one in the books. So again, this same kind of setup as before, same positional structure. Knight f5. I could play f4. I could play d4. I think I'll play d4 here. Just keep it more standard. Queen d2. There are trumps here for both sides. I think for white the advantages are the two bishops. Obviously, for black, this knight on f5 is very nicely placed. So let's see. I think I'm going to play bishop f1 and probably like bishop d3 or something. I don't know if it makes sense though, because he's going to go bishop f8, bishop b4, which could be a slight problem here. So let's put my queen on d3. Maybe queen b5 is an idea. Maybe at some point he plays a6. I'll play g4. Don't really want to play that, so I'll play rook c1, c8. And maybe now bishop h3 or f4. I'll play g4. Why not? Whoa, knight h4. Wow, I was not expecting that. Now f4? Does he have problems here with this knight? This knight on the rim is grim. Now bishop d3, and now I've kind of gotten what I wanted, in a way, in a sense. So he plays h6. So I guess I'll play queen f2 here. Maybe I'm playing f5, maybe I'm not. I don't know yet. Queen a5, we'll play a3. Queen b6, maybe b4. a5, b5. If a4, probably just king h1. So rook d8, I'll just play a4. Probably should have played a4 anyway, because bishop b4 isn't a threat. Now I'm going to go f5, and it's going to get rather ugly, I think, for black. Because if he doesn't take, he's got problems. So plays rook f8. Now I could play f6. Or wait, can I just take on e6? Wait, he's got queen e6, though. If I take queen e6, bishop f5, knight f5, gf5, that's also good. I don't know if f6 is good or not, so I'm just going to slow play it. Queen e3. Keep all the tension in the position. Oh, and I just blundered bishop d2. Unbelievable. And now he's like... Now of course, he has queen d4 as well. Yeah, it was so good for me. I can't believe I did that. Let's see if I can find a way to somehow salvage this. Very unlikely, but maybe. Okay, play f6. There's some way to play this. Probably not. I mean, it's probably just lost. Maybe, yeah, that's ridiculous. Completely winning, too. Completely winning. That was unfortunate. Oh, so a3. Okay, I'll just play bishop b6, get out of the way of any b4 ideas. Knight g3. I could play a5 now, maybe. Yeah, I think I will play a5 now, actually. If a4, I just play b4. Bishop d2, I could take. Probably just a4 is good for black. And more importantly, this bishop is stuck behind all these pawns, which is not what white really wants in this opening. Bishop b1, bishop b3, d1. I could take. Just go king h7, probably. g4, okay. Just knight g8. I'm going to play f6 to protect the pawns. Bishop f7. If f4, I'll just take. To f1. Now I'm going to go knight a5. Bishop c2. Maybe just c5. And it's important just to keep everything behind these pawns. Knight g2. Now I'm going to play g5 and lock it up. Because now that he exchanged a dark square bishop, I'm not so worried about any of these threats over here anymore. Like knight f5 doesn't worry me, and now I've got knight g6, knight f4. If I want it. I don't have to go for it. I think maybe just bishop e6. Because if knight h5, I can just play rook f8. So knight f5, rook c8. I don't know why I did that. So now it's just going to go bishop b1. Okay, let's see. And if I take, I'll take and play rook c8. Takes, and now I can just take and go bishop d2, knight d6, bishop d7, and I should be winning. b3, b4 is has to be winning. His knight actually here is dominated by the bishop as well, so in a sense white's playing this position down a piece. So b3, I can go b4. B4 is knight c4 though. Not so. If I take and go bishop, I can just take and go bishop c1, and this must be winning. Especially because now I'm getting f4 as well. Bishop e7, force him back to e1. And then I go bishop c8, and it's just winning. Wow, so it's really interesting. He wants to give up the two bishops here, which is kind of surprising. Okay, so h6. Now the key here is I should put my king on g2 and figure out a way to activate the bishops, put them on the right diagonals in this position. So he plays queen d6, so I'll play bishop c1, stop queen d2. King g2, just get the king out of the way. I'll play rook e2, so now the rook protects the queen, so he doesn't have any knight d4, knight b4 tricks. Bishop e3. Queen a3, I can just play rook e1. Although now I give him queen d3. Or maybe I can just go queen c1 because knight e4, I have rook d1. Okay, I'll try to play this one instead. Just see if I can play this for a win instead. So I'm gonna see. Maybe king f1 and bishop g2 followed by f4. It's going to be a long endgame here, though, that I'm trying to win. So we'll see. Now, can I take and play this? I think I can. Because of the placement of the pawns, I think I can play this for a win. So I think here I'm going to go king c4. So takes. Because the point is I'm going to go b4 and create an outside pass pawn here. Wait, but knight b7, I can go bishop f7. He was supposed to take... I don't know what he's doing here. I think this should just be lost for black. So I take, he's going to take. Now I play bishop f7 or bishop g4. Probably bishop g4. And just h5, knight g2, king d3. Knight f4, king... Basically, I'm going to play b4 and create a second pass pawn. So if I take, what exactly is going on? I don't understand what he's trying to play for. So I go h6, g6. I'll play bishop f5, force him back to h8. Now I pick up the c4 pawn. And okay, so he's just losing now. Okay. So all right. Back to the Scotch we go. So probably play the same line again. I'll play h6. I don't know if I need to, but I'll do it just to be safe. Wow. This is fairly random. Don't really understand what he's doing here. It seems suspect. So takes. Sorry, you guys, by the way, if I'm not actually following the chat super closely right now. I'm just trying to play play good moves. Oh, this position's pretty ugly for white. I mean, I can play c5, for example. If queen b6, feels like there's got to be some tactics here, like queen f6 maybe, hitting the rook on a1, and actually can't move his knight here. Now I just take the pawn. White might still be kind of okay, but it's definitely not going to be easy. I'll give back something here. I don't know if this is right, but it feels like a reasonable try. Now maybe e3 here or knight f3. Knight f3 looks very tempting. I don't know if it works, but why not? Why not? Because I've got queen g5 with mate. So I feel like queen f1 is the only move, and then I can go like rook b6, rook g6. And just like rook g6, rook g2 feels like GG. GG, yo! Has to be GG. Just rook g6, rook g2, and... So he plays king h1. And rook g6 gives him what? Like rook e3 or something? I don't understand. Rook g2? Knight f3, queen h3 is mate. Knight takes f3, queen h3 is just checkmate. Ah, okay. He just didn't see it. So pretty normal position again, kind of like... Although I do have two bishops, so I should be slightly better. Wow, dc4. Okay, and if I take... d5, and I'm not so sure what he's doing. I think black's just in a lot of trouble here, to be honest. So queen d6, so he protects the pawn. Now if I go queen f5, maybe, or queen g3. Queen f5 protects the... Queen f5 looks right. So I protect the bishop, I attack the knight. And if he moves the knight, e5 still hanging. So g6, I'll play queen h3. Now I'm hitting the pawn. I'm still threatening to take, maybe. h5. How can he still be surviving this? This is very hard to believe. Maybe rook f d1, rook a d1. Or maybe just f4. f4, ef4 does not make sense. c5 doesn't make sense. Rook d1 maybe? d1. Maybe just f4. There's got to be a way to just be winning here, but I don't see it. Could take, rook b8. No, okay. I'm just going to start playing moves before I get down too much time on the clock and I can't do anything. Knight f3 maybe? Maybe just f4. Just go all in caveman style. Just like go for the kill. Knight d7, wow. And I've got nothing. f5? But he has g5 maybe. I feel like I messed this up a little bit. Still should be fine, but I'm down on the clock and this position's not very clear. Whoa, king h7? What's that? Just take the pawn? King h4? King h3? Rook f2 just to protect everything? Knight c5, bishop e2, kick the rook away. If rook g7, I take h5. If rook g5, I've still got knight f3, and then e5 is hanging. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, rook g5, knight f3, knight e4. If I take, I've got bishop takes e5, knight f2, knight g5. Doesn't make sense. If I take, takes, queen h4. No tricks, no funky tricks. So he has to take, so I'll just play rook f1. And everything's protected again. King h6, wow. I think I'll play c5 just to open it up here. Because he's going to take with a knight, and I'll play e4 just... This way I get the other diagonal activated now. I don't know if it's correct, but it feels like a logical way to simplify. Ah, he can take, though. This guy is slippery. On d6. Oh, did I have h? No, I didn't have h4. Now this is going to be. Now this is definitely winning. Fortunately. I guess I'll just play rook b4 and try to force rook. Now rooks come off, so this is just winning. Or maybe not quite that simple. Bishop e2. But this is just winning because rook h4. I can even go g3, and he's just everything's boxed in. Rook h3, rook b5, hit the knight. King h6. I just take and go king g2, and this rook goes bye bye. So, yeah, pretty good. So I'll just play d4 right away. And play a5 again. This is going to be probably very similar to the last game we played, so I think though here I did not I didn't waste any time, so I'm going to go knight c5 and probably just try to Try to hit him right away over here. So he's going to go rook g1, I assume, or no? Now I'm going to take to try and loosen it. If he takes with the pawn, I want to go like knight a5, so... Okay, now I can play knight d4, which I think I will do. And I'm going to take with the pawn and go c5, c4 here. Because he's played g4, so without any extra minor pieces to trade off material, I don't think he should be okay here. So f4, as expected. Now I'm just going to play rook c8 and c4, c3 if I get the chance. Feels like he's a little bit too loose here. Like, take c3, and feels like he's just too loose. Like, he can't hold everything together here somehow. Takes, I'm just going to go c3. If rook a3, I'll play bishop c7, and bishop takes f4. Wow, e5, wow. Bold. If I play f6, f6, e6... I'll play f6 just to, I mean, I don't know if he's playing e6 or what he's actually playing here. No, so, okay, so he wants to play for knight e4. Now I can play c2. If I take, he wants to go f5. It's a very messy position. I think I'm going to play queen d5 here. Actually, what am I doing, though? He has queen f3. I could sack another... Fine, I'm going to sack. I don't know if this works, but it looks... I can go rook d8 maybe? Takes. This feels very wrong, like I did something terrible again, but f7... King f8. Not really sure what's going on, though. Actually, I could have taken check king g6, maybe? Maybe. Although, here I've got check. Now I pick it up? I guess this isn't so clear either, though, because he's got rook takes d3. Although these two pawns are extremely strong here. This has to be winning. King f2, queen d4, and I'm picking up b2. Just GG, yo. So I'm not sure. I mean, this looks... This has to be, this is just GG. C1, he has to take, and I take B2 with check, and it's GG. Okay, so he's going to try to play on, but this... There's not a fortress here, I'm pretty sure of that. Now I can go king g5, f6, I can just throw in a check and take with the pawn. And so, okay, so again, like, play the same structure. Maybe, probably he'll play e5, I don't know, maybe not. Okay, a5, a3. So b5, I'll just play queen c2. Knight a6, knight f3. Rook c8. Now I could play c4 here, but I'm gonna play rook e1. Play for the same knight e5 concept again. Sorry. I'll play a4. Probably b4, and now I'll play c4. We can exchange, but I like this diagonal, or this diagonal. So d4. So he doesn't want that. Okay, which is interesting. So I'll play rook e2, rook e1. In fact, I'm going to pre-move it just because I'm sure it'll happen. Now I could sack. Ah, let's have some fun. Oh, he's got rook f6. Oh no. Or wait, no, I can take. I've got rook e8 check. Yes! Come on! If he takes, I've got rook e8. Woohoo! Come on! If knight f8, I can just play rook e8 even. And this, so he's going to sack his queen again, but there can't be a fortress here. I'm going to put the bishop on d2 and then bring the queen to f3. So we're gonna play this line again. Maybe like the 20th. I feel like this is like the 20th time we've played this frickin' line. Queen d6. g4 is slightly wrong, I think. I'll take c3 and play like b4 and just like try to force everything off. Now I do have b3, b2 here. That might be good. Why not? Rook a6, bishop b3 first, maybe? Do I want to throw in bishop b3? Bishop b3, rook e1, rook a8 takes... I don't think I want to throw it in. Doesn't make sense. So g5s. So if I take, he's... Oops. Oh, I just hung b2. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. I'm still fine, but oh, that's disappointing. Oh, so annoying. I could play f5 here, maybe. Try to play for the win still. Although he just blundered here, because now he's just dropping a pawn. Take with the bishop. Oh, rook c1? Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay, it's still probably a draw, but oh, that's... Oh, that's frustrating. Maybe I can try to win this. I mean, probably not, though. I'll try to somehow. At the very least, I can always sack my rook for the pawn and make a draw, so... Really shouldn't be any problems for drawing, but it's frustrating. Wait, do I have f5 here? f5, knight f5, rook f3, knight d4. f5 takes... no. Okay, I'll try to flag him in this one, but... It's going to be a draw, though. He's got too much time. Ah, so frustrating. Yeah, so frustrating. Hmm. So he's going to play b5, b4 again, probably. We'll reach something very similar. Now I could take and play knight e5, and it's probably just even, though. Wow, takes, knight g4. If I take, he takes. So I'll play rook e1. And I'm going to play h3 and kick the knight. Now I'll take, and now I play rook c1, and I'm just going to be up a pawn. Or more. This is probably just lost, because the knight's so bad on h6. So he plays rook d8, I'll take. Bishop c4. Knight f5, I've got e6. Rook c6, now I'll play like g4, f4 maybe? Yeah, why not? Just g4, king g7, rook... Just f4. I have knight g8, I've always got f5, so... Or rook d1 maybe. Yeah, maybe just rook d1, take the... And now f5, and his knight is completely stuck. f6 now, I could just take. Or play e6 now, but I mean just takes and just takes and he's got nothing. Ah, knight c3, so he's going to play it differently this time. Oh, bishop c4. Oh, gross. Why did I play g5? e5? It's kind of weird. Queen h5, knight h6, I think. If I take h5, bishop g4, or if I play knight d4, 1 second. Knight d4, h3 takes... Okay, I don't understand this. So if I take... King d2, bishop g4 looks very good. Or knight e3 even. King d2, knight e3 maybe? Bishop b5, c6. This is very weird, of course. Don't really understand what's going on. But I'm attacking at least, so it's going to always be easier for me to play than for him. Bishop b5, c6 takes, de5 with check. Whoa, but I just take? No, it's just lost. Now I'm just up too much material. Rook g8 and bishop g4. I could take. I don't understand what he's doing here. Bishop g4 and it's just over. Now I could take, I mean I just take the queen though, I think. I expect he'll resign here in a second, but... Okay. Knight b8, interesting. Castles, wow, that's bold. H6, he basically wants to go g5, I assume. But by playing knight b6, I think now I can play c4 and play e5 next move. And then I'm going to go knight e4. a4 was also possible, maybe? a4, a5? Maybe I'll play a4 now to try and kick him back. Although it's still hard to prove an advantage because it's one very slight advantage here. Now knight d6, but he just goes rook f8 probably. Although he has no now maybe I can just wait because now g7 is still hanging. So maybe now I'll try to f5. That feels wrong. H5. Now now he's got the fixed weaknesses long term here on these dark squares. So I feel like I might be better now. Not that it's easy to prove anything here because it's very, very difficult, but it feels like there might be some slight advantage here. Takes. But by playing a6, he fixed a second weakness now. And now I'm threatening to play bishop a3, bishop takes c5. I don't know what knight a8 does exactly, but... maybe he didn't see bishop a3. He thought he was just going to play b5 and knight a b6, and he didn't realize I have bishop a3. But now I can take bishop takes, I guess. Yeah, why not? And if he takes, I take, and then the house is completely collapsing. Someone said all I'm talking about is chess moves. Sorry, you guys. I take, and now the prophecy is fulfilled. The weaknesses come into play. Yeah, sorry you guys if I'm talking about the chess moves. I'm trying to get my rating higher than Magnus's. That's the reason I'm taking it so seriously tonight. But anyway, sorry. Sorry you guys if you want more non-chess stuff. So, anyway, this is more Scotch stuff. So, knight a4, so he's going to take on b6. So I'm giving him the two bishops this time, but I feel like I've got enough play here. I'm going to go knight c5, try to do something on the a file, or I can even just play like queen f6 now. b2 is hanging. He plays queen g3. No particular threat, though. So if I play knight b4, now I'm threatening to take b3. b2 is weak. Bishop's weak. I've got stuff on the a file. Some slight problems here for white, that's for sure. Quality Humor says, I'm here for your hat collection. Who cares about the games? That's a good one. That's a really that's classic. So queen d3. Now queen b2, bishop c3, queen g3 is getting some kind of initiative that I don't really want to allow. So I think I'll just take on b3. Takes. Now I think he just blundered a pawn on e4 maybe. I mean, queen b5 maybe, rook e4, rook a8, king h7, b4. Could that be some kind of weird trick? Hard to believe, but b4, knight a6, b4, knight e6. I could also play c6. Okay, I've got to go for it. I don't see it, so... Oh, just b4 right away, okay. Wait, but now I've got queen b2, rook a8, king h7. and he's got no tricks. I don't see the trick. So rook a8, king h7, and I'm not so sure. I'm not really sure what he's playing for here. Like, is he playing for rook e1? And queen e8? Is he playing for... I don't know, queen f1? No, that's stupid. So he goes rook c1. So clearly he miscalculated this. So I'm in the driver's seat. I just need to convert now. So I'll play queen d4, hit the bishop at bishop e3. I take, obviously, and then I take and pick up the rook on c1. And anything else, I can always just go knight e6, knight f8 as well, which is very important for me in this position. I kind of think he's going to resign here, but maybe not. But we'll see. Anyway, let's see what his next set of moves are. So he plays rook d1 with no actual threats. Now I'm going to go knight e6 and just knight f8 and cover everything. So c3, and just play queen e5, queen e8, knight f8, queen c8. I kind of let him. No, maybe queen d5, keep the pin alive, and now I've got rook e2. If queen c7, rook e2, this pin is really, really nasty. In fact, I think it's just winning completely. So rook e1, I'll take, and I'll play queen e6, and now he can't grab my pawns. He's gonna have to exchange, and I'm just up 2 pawns, bishop versus knight. I mean, no point playing that. So, all right, so takes, knight c4, 4f3, probably takes. All right, wants to play bishop a6. Takes, knight e4. Can I play queen g4? It's going to be something really weird. Queen h6. I don't know, he's playing rook g2 or he's playing rook b8, okay. If I play... What if I just... Whoa, I've got to be careful. Bishop, maybe castles? Or maybe not. Bishop c3, knight e4... Wait, no, knight e4 is not a problem, so then I just take h7. So, so here I'll play queen h3, kick the rook away, and then I'll play knight e2 or d3. Or just knight f3. Maybe just knight f3 makes sense. So let's see, d6. I can play rook g1. I'll just play king e2 and play for rook g1, and we'll play some endgame again. And again, this is pretty even, but maybe there's some chances. So he wants to go rook a6. So I'll play a4 with the idea of a5. And now knight h4 to force him to do something with his rook. Probably he'll just exchange. Maybe rook g8. Is he going to play rook g8? Yeah. Rook f1, rook g4 takes. But he has king e6, so I'm just going to exchange and play with a better pawn structure here. Because his pawns are split, so probably it's just a draw again, but let's see if I can work some magic here. Probably not, because now he's got bishop g5, lah. And f5, lah. Or h5, okay. What am I doing? Suddenly I'm trying to lose this or something. But now I can take and go knight e4, and now I'm fine, of course. I was getting into some weird danger there by putting the knight on f2. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Maybe I can play bishop a5, though. And hit this pawn? Oh, and he's got d5. Oh, jeez. Like. Terrible. So bad. And now we're going to play something very similar, except here, his rook's on e1, so dc3 is an actual threat. So he plays rook d1, which is a bit weird. I mean, I can take, or I can play b4 maybe. Or I can just play something else completely. Maybe something else completely seems logical. He wants to go knight f5 here. I think maybe I should just drop my rook back. Maybe just drop and take and play bishop f8 or something. a4, so I'm going to take. Play b4 now. Try to... Now I could play bishop d4. I could also play knight takes b4. And d3 is hanging now, so bishop a3. I'll play a5. Solidify the knight on b4. Take. d4 I can just take. And my bishop here is pretty good. So d4, bishop c3, de5, bishop a1. Rook d7, knight d7, that looks good. de5, or he has knight e5? Wait, knight e5, queen e6. Okay, so if I take, takes, and I mean, we're going to play some endgame now again. With, what are we looking at? We're looking at 2 rooks against the queen. Now, bishop e5 is possible. Bishop c3, queen c6. Probably knight e5 is right. Looks right. And takes, and let's see. Okay, so I need to dominate his knight as well. Maybe just bishop e5, protect the pawn. His knight's a little bit... This is going to be hard to win, so I better just start moving fast, because if I get down on the clock, the queen and the knight are going to be much easier to play with than the rooks. Maybe rook g5 first was better, but okay, knight g3, but he's just giving me a pawn. And now I can take, and he has to take with a king, so his pawns are terrible now. Anyway, we'll see. So he's got queen e4, I play rook a2 probably. Maybe I have rook a1. Actually, rook a1 was better to go for rook g1. And let's see. How do I do this? Did I just give him e6 or something? h5 to try and mate him. But now king h2, I can check and go rook g6 maybe? He's probably going to take. I'm going to pre-move it just to be safe. Queen e4 now. I could play f5 maybe? Or just takes. Probably I should just take. And if I play rook g6... I mean, I can't lose this position. That much is clear. But whether I can actually win is a whole different story. Although now he's making it messy because I can go rook f6. Ah, but he's got queen h8. Ah, and I can't go back. I can't block because he has that. So frustrating. Bishop f5, d5, knight e5, bishop b5. Now if I take, what's he doing? Bishop takes e4, queen d4, and I'm hitting both bishops. I've got rook e1. Rook e1 takes, but he's got f5. And if I take, he castles. Wait a second. So if I slow this down a second. So rook e1 takes f5, f3. If I take. Oh, but he castles? No, then rook suit. Wait, but if I take... Oh man, did I just blunder again? Ugh. Oh. All right, you guys, this is it. I mean, it's getting too tired and just blundering everywhere now. Yeah, that's just enough. Yeah, all right, you guys. So that's just ridiculous. It's winning like the last 3 games, and I just threw them all away. So yeah. Anyway, you guys. Yeah, it's just enough. So I'll come back tomorrow maybe, or sometime soon and play some more. But yeah, it's just blundering now, so I don't really feel like continuing. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and until next time, keep it real.